In this video, I want to talk a little bit about what I do to take care of my shoulders. Anytime I do an upper body workout, shoulders, arms, anything, this always happens first before the workout. But I'm oftentimes giving this little strategy, this little protocol routine for patients that have shoulder pain. If they can perform this, it's slightly tight, uncomfortable, that's okay. If there's severe pain, you need to go see somebody and have it assessed properly. But usually this little trick will help you keep healthy shoulders for longer or pull you out of that hole that you might be in with a tight, achy shoulder. Especially for anybody that's doing any kind of desk work, which is probably most people watching this video. We sit down all day, we round forward, and we work in front of us. And we get that burning upper back, between the shoulder blade issue. This is a great technique you can do at work, and it just helps alleviate all that stuff because it's going to do the opposite of what work does. You're going to be bending, moving, putting your body in the opposite position of work. You're going to be activating the opposing muscles that you typically use at work. So in a sense, you're balancing your body out better, which tends to make it feel better and last longer. So the simple protocol is just a series of movements. I'm a counter. I do everything 10 times typically, make sure that I stay consistent and I don't just skimp and kind of hurry up and get the workout or move on with my day. Do it the same way every time for better success. So I typically start off with just arm swings. You can do things any which way you like, but again, I'm using a lot of muscles in the back to do this movement by bringing them back, and then I'm loosening them a lot by bringing them forward. Just simple arm swings. Each way is a half count, so each movement is 10. Once I complete 10, I go on to the next one. So a lot of times it's just a basic arm swing. As far back as I can reach. You kind of want to avoid doing this. That's a little wimpy. You kind of want to really reach as best as you can and come back all the way. 10 times that way, 10 times the other way. Same thing on the other side, okay? Now again, some people can pull this off. They feel a little pain, maybe a little bit of soreness. That's okay. But if it's truly painful, again, you got to go see your chiropractor, your massage therapist, and get some help. Those are two movements. Now, another one that I like a lot is bringing your arms back behind you as far as you can reach, and then back down in front of you as far as you can reach. That's a 1 count. So a lot of times I might hear a little click or a little pop. It's okay as long as it's not painful. So you see I'll do a little pulse where I'll come back, and then I'll come forward, a little pulse reaching, trying to get full range of motion. Most people have never moved their shoulders in these ranges, which is why they have bad shoulders. So it's such a simple thing. You can do all this in like 30 seconds. Another one, shoulder circles. I like 2 ways, shoulder circles 2 ways. Well, 4 ways. This way, and then front and back, a reverse. So you could look at it just doing 10 times this way and then flip them over 10 times. And then we're going to reverse direction and come forward. Okay, arms out as far as you can reach typically, and small circles, big circles, it doesn't matter as much. Sometimes bigger circles are better. So I usually do about 20 each way, different hand position, because when you do this, you're changing or activating different muscles of your rotator cuff. That's always a good idea. That's why most people have shoulder problems, because they have rotator cuff issues or weakness or lack of use. So you know the old adage principle of if you don't use it, you lose it? Well, it gets worse than that. If you don't use it, it becomes painful, becomes degenerative, becomes chronic. So if you have these issues and you're in the early stages of shoulder dysfunction, you start doing something like this 1 to 3 times a day, you can usually dig yourself out of that hole and get your shoulders back. Kind of important to keep your shoulders happy for, you know, the long haul, 80, 90, 100 years old, etc. You need them. So another one that I like a lot is knuckles on the temple, and you're trying to bring your elbows together. A lot of people can't do that because they're so tight or they lack the strength. They end up here. You want to be able to touch them and then open them wide, and that's a 1 count. And then all the way forward and all the way back. Again, hopefully you see the wisdom here. There's 2 very important things going on here. You're moving your shoulder joint in more ranges of motion than you've probably ever been taught, and you can do it fast and do it consistently. And you're activating muscles you don't normally activate throughout the day. You don't need weights, you don't need bands, not that those are not a bad idea to exercise your shoulders with, but you don't need them in order to keep your shoulders healthy. So a very simple way to increase blood flow, increase range of motion, improve your posture, etc. So hopefully you can write these down, or I'll stash them on one of our websites, write them out for you, and just start making this your daily routine. A definite must before any upper body workout. A definite must on a daily basis if you have shoulder condition or shoulder pain. Again, if this is not something that's easy for you to do, you need to go see somebody like a chiropractor or massage therapist. Hope this video helps. I know you got friends and family who have shoulder issues. Make sure you forward this on to them so they can learn how to do this as well.